Last night, your phone buzzed at 11:30. Connor. You about, mate? Bit of a favour. You knew before you opened it. He needed money. Again. 10 years ago you and Connor started on the same day. Same office. Same 24 grand. 2 desks facing each other. If you'd lined the pair of you up back then, and asked anyone which one would be doing well at 32, nobody would have picked you. Connor was the one going places. Connor was the one who looked like it. He still looks like it. That's the thing nobody tells you about money. You usually can't see it. 22. First proper jobs, first proper money. The Friday after your first payday, Connor pulls up outside the pub in an Audi. A 1 plate 3 years newer than the car. The badge catching the light. $340 a month on finance, a grand down he borrowed off his nan. You've got to look the part, he says. Fake it till you make it. Everyone crowds round it. You drive a 12-year-old Fiesta you bought outright for 900 quid off a bloke on Facebook Marketplace. It smells faintly of the previous owner's dog. Connor calls it the dog mobile. You laugh along, because what else do you do? And you drive it home, and it does the exact thing his Audi does. It gets you there. For £340 a month less. The first thing nobody tells you. At 22, the lad who looks like he's winning, and the lad who's actually winning, are almost never the same lad. 24. Connor's got the full set now. The iPhone on upgrade every September. The trainers that drop on a Saturday at 10 and sell out by 5 past. 3 holidays a year, all on Klarna. 3 easy payments. 4 words doing an enormous amount of lying. He gets a round in he can't afford, because getting the round in is the brand. You bring a Tupperware to work. Connor takes the mick out of the Tupperware. You let him because the Tupperware is 40 quid a week, 2 grand a year, and 2 grand a year going somewhere quiet is the most boring sentence in the world, right up until it isn't. You set a standing order for the day after payday, so the money's gone before you can be tempted to be Connor. You don't tell anyone. There's nothing to show. That's the whole point of it, and also the loneliest part of it. The second thing nobody tells you, looking rich and being rich pull in opposite directions. And at 24, almost everyone picks the wrong one. 26. The Audi's 3 years old. The finance deal is up, and Connor hits the wall. They build into the bottom of every one of those contracts. To actually own the car, he'd have to find the final payment, the balloon they call it, and it's thousands. He hasn't got thousands. He's never had thousands. He's had $340 a month. So he does the thing they designed him to do. He hands it back and rolls into a new one. Bigger this time, an A3. And the bit he was still down on the old one gets quietly folded into the new deal, like a debt that just changes its outfit. He posts the new car on his story. Treated myself. The comments are all fire emojis. That same month, your savings tick past 10 grand. There's no story. There's no fire emoji. There's a number on a screen you screenshot and show no one. 10 grand that doesn't look like anything, sitting next to an Audi that looks like everything. The third thing nobody tells you, the flash car was never the asset. It was the bait, and Connor's been paying, every month, to keep wearing it. 28. You're at his stag, and you can see the whole machine now if you know where to look. Connor in the best shirt, buying the magnums, organizing the lot. Everyone says Connor's smashing it. And you happen to know, because he told you at 2 in the morning with his guard down, that he's 1 missed payment from the wheels coming off, literally, the car, and that the wedding itself is going on a credit card. You don't say anything. What would you even say? You go home to a flat you're about to put an offer on, because the boring 2 grand a year and the dogmobile and the Tupperware turned, over 6 years, into a deposit. Not because you earned more. You've never earned more than Connor. Not once. Same number on the payslip, the whole way along. The fourth thing nobody tells you. The gap between you and Connor was never your income. It was every small, unglamorous, invisible choice he turned into a punchline. 30. A letter lands on Connor's mat from a claims firm about car finance. The whole country's getting them, because it turns out the dealers had been quietly inflating the interest on those deals for a cut, on millions of people for years. Connor might be owed a few hundred quid. He's made up about it. He does not do the maths on what the cars actually cost him across 8 years, because that maths is a horror film, and he knows it, and knowing a thing and looking straight at it are 2 different jobs. He's still got a nice car, He'll always have a nice car. He'll have a nice car the day they come for everything else. Because somewhere along the way, the look stopped being a choice he made and turned into a thing he can't climb out of, a payment he has to keep making just to stay the Connor everyone knows. The fifth thing nobody tells you. Debt that buys an image isn't a purchase, it's a subscription to a version of yourself, and it renews whether you can afford it or not. 32. Which brings you back to last night. Bit of a favor. You send him what he asked for. You don't make it weird. You've sent it before and you'll send it again because he's your mate, and he was your mate at 24 when you were eating a Tupperware lunch he was laughing at, and you don't forget that. He sends a voice note back, and at the end of it, half joking, not joking at all, he says, "How do you do it, man? Same money as me the whole time and you're sorted and I'm drowning. How?" And the honest answer, the one you don't send, is that you didn't do a single thing he couldn't have done. You did the boring thing every month for 10 years with nothing to show for it, until suddenly there was everything to show for it. He bought the ending up front, on credit. You earned it slowly and waited for it. The last rule. You can have the thing that looks like the life, or you can have the life. On the same salary, you almost never get both. And the one nobody claps for is the one that lasts. Somewhere right now, a 22-year-old is signing the paperwork on a car he can't afford. $1,000 down, $340 a month, feeling for the first time in his life like somebody. The salesman shakes his hand. The badge catches the light. He thinks this is the start of looking like he's made it. He doesn't know there's a lad starting the same job, the same week, on the exact same money, about to drive home in a 900 quid Fiesta, that smells of someone else's dog, and that in 10 years, one of them will text the other at 11:30 asking for a favor. He's so sure he knows which one of them is winning. He's looking right at the badge. That's the whole trick of it. You're always looking at the badge.